G'day, mate. Welcome to Factorio Fun Friday Facts number 289, the character GUI, and I've got good old Mojo here with me. Hey, mate.
Hey, I'm not sure that there's fun in the FFF
Look,
acronym.
sometimes there's fun in there, okay? This is about the character GUI mock-up. Maybe it's fun to look at. Maybe it's exciting. Maybe you're going to be disappointed. We'll see.
Either way, it's something interesting, more interesting than bugs.
Yeah, bug fixing.
Bug fix.
Yeah. Bug fixing is important. Don't get us wrong. We love the fact that Weeb does it. But it's not very fun to read about.
And it's nice that they're at least doing it.
Yeah.
Are we on 1728 yet also?
25, I believe.
I thought it already went to 26.
I don't know. I launched the community server last night, and it was at 25. When I say
There's been a lot of updates.
Yeah, there's been a lot. There's been a lot. Yeah, it was last night, like 8 p.m. And then promptly accidentally did an 11-hour stream because I just needed 5 more minutes of Factorio.
I don't know what that 5 more minutes means.
Yeah, it means that you go to bed at 7 a.m., which is normally when you're meant to be getting out of bed.
Yes.
Yeah, so I
Moving
have...
swiftly along.
Yeah, mistakes happen. It was Factorio. So we have them fixing bugs. Yep, we know about that. We have the character GUI mock-up. So
This is quite interesting, isn't it?
it is interesting, and you've already said that you don't like the boxes on the right-hand side.
Yeah, those placeholder boxes to show that there's meant to be more stuff there, even though there is.
Yeah, and it's something instantly I can agree with you on, and we already, pre-hitting the record button, made comment that with mods like Factorio Extended, you've got yellow belt, red belt, blue belt goes in, and that means everything slides across, and then they've got green and purple belt, which is going to be too long and forces everything into a second row, which is going to slide everything down, and potentially you're going to have like 8 boxes that are just blank boxes, that are marked as blank boxes now.
Well, that's the main thing, is that you got all these blank boxes. It means it looks like they're meant to be filled with something which never are.
Yeah.
Which is strange because, as far as I can tell, this is just a visual change. It's not actually changing anything that already exists in the game already.
Correct. It's just a visual change. It just seems very different. And I'm going to scroll down really quickly to this example, and we've both said that if you look at the boxes on the logistics tab and had them up on the crafting tab, that would be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
It's just a small little comment change, whatever you want, and yeah, I don't know. I agree with you. It looks odd that they've got this. I think they call it a rubber background.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
The rubber grid.
That's it.
Yeah. So, we have the inventory number 1, yep, obvious. Slots number 2, obvious. The panel tab number 3, which is crafting logistics characters, so you've got to actually swap between these now. The search button, which I guess is nice. I believe there's a search button currently, not that I ever use it. The info button, this function opens an overlay with relevant information about the usage of the panel. It's a new feature, and we'll probably speak with more detail in future posts. I don't know, like for a new user maybe, but I don't think it's obvious enough that it's there that a new player might see it and click on it.
We'll see what comes of it.
Maybe.
I wonder if it has a wiki tie-in. I bet it does.
Actually, that's probably a good point. If it's got a wiki tie-in, that would be awesome. Along with if they drew players to it during the new player experience and had that info tab or that info button on like every single graphical part of the game, then new players could click on it, because I've seen plenty of new players play Factorio, and it's a little bit scary watching what they do.
Also hilarious.
It is also hilarious, but then again, I've also been watching new players with Satisfactory, and if you hadn't watched the pre-alpha videos that Coffee Stain had put out, I suddenly realised that a lot of parts of the game don't make sense because the game doesn't explain it to you. Which is, making me really value tutorials and new player experiences and all that sort of stuff that much more.
Yeah, and a consistent user experience as well.
Yeah. So we've got the close button, which, again, press the E button away. Again, it goes away.
That is actually something they do battle with. They have had, or at least have had battles with before.
What, there's no close button?
Yeah, people looking for a way to close a window.
Hit escape.
Yeah, it's not like people don't realize to hit escape.
It's been that way since Command and Conquer in the 1999, 2000, somewhere there.
I think that you have to keep in mind that it is a multi-platform game, and as such, Mac users and Linux users may not necessarily realize that. Mac users might not they require a mouse button, and Linux users probably require a command line command. They need to open up a console to they just hit the tilde and then type in close window.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Or cats.
Yeah. Linux users. Yep. We're just going to leave that there. But yeah, okay. I guess you've got a point. Then we've got... So number 8 is a virtual slot. The classic GUI version uses the slots for everything, even crafting buttons. We decided to go deeper in this concept. We've created different kinds of slots. Regular slots are used for real items. The things in the player has the inventory. Virtual slots are referring to the idea of an item. They should look like a button, like a crafting button. So basically, for all that sentence is, that's a crafting button. It's not actually one of those. It's you click on it and one of those hopefully appears, providing you got all the prerequisites. Yeah, and then 9 is the rubber grid. So that's that chunk of the Friday Facts done. So we've got the logistics tab. Most of the changes are in the logistics tab, and for better or worse. So
I like this.
Well,
conceptually, there's one part that I don't like.
Yeah. So currently there's logistics and auto trash, and they're 2 separate tabs. Don't forget your trash slots are down below this, and you can see them at all times. So as you know, there are requests to specify how much to deliver. Was the auto trash is used to specify the maximum amount before the items are automatically moved to the trash slot and taken back to the network. There are several problems with this. It's possible that you may have set in the auto trash. You have more items requested than are set to trash. Leading to an infinite loop, which we've all probably experienced. It's cumbersome to align the values when I have a maximum minimum counts are the same. So you order 400 or something and you get 401 because bots are awesome and they carry more than one item at a time. They carry 2 or 3 or 4 depending on your...
It's usually multiples of 4.
Research upgrade?
What they bring. Yeah. The bots, they're like, if you order 1, they'll usually grab as many as they can carry.
Yeah, they'll grab as many as they can carry, which is fine, but it means you might order 400, you might get 402 in your inventory.
Yeah.
And then 2 go to auto trash, which then another bot has to leave the base to come pick up and take back. So, yeah. The player doesn't see everything in one place is the other problem they've highlighted. And auto trash has infinite slots. The requests do not. So we have a mock-up down here. So we've got our inventory on the left. That's unchanged. We have on the logistics tab. We've got a number of changes. So first off, both tabs have been merged into one item. A maximum, a minimum, a maximum, or a combination of both. The amount of slots is infinite, which actually means now we have infinite logistics slots, which I think I like. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that one. Don't get me wrong, the amount we have currently is, I feel like 1 or 2 rows not enough. But infinite's maybe too much. I don't know. People that have...
It's been tweaked over the years too, since it was first introduced.
Look, people that have some of the crazy mods out there that give you a massive inventory with lots of different combinations. I'm looking at Mojo here for his Factorio extended weird and wonderful stuff. Maybe I understand having infinite slots.
You haven't seen Bob's Angels then?
No, I have. I was just leading to an example for one of your series, and yep. So we have number 2. Where the hell's number 2? There. So the request amount is the same as the maximum amount. So we're just showing the 50 for the request. We've got number 5, because this is all over the place, which is, where the hell's that button? 5, okay. The request amount specified is, and maximum is bigger than the amount specified as well. Great English, guys. So we're requesting 50.
Quite a new term, Chechlish.
Yeah. We're requesting 50 and we've set a max of 400. So anything over 400 gets auto-trashed. 6 is here. The requested amount is specified, but there's no maximum amount before we auto-trash it. Which I don't understand what the difference is between 6 and 2. The requested amount is the same as the maximum amount. Okay, so we're requesting 50 signals and we're auto-trashing anything over 50. Okay. Whereas 6 is we're requesting 50 and we've said we'll have unlimited chests in our inventory. Because you're probably outposting.
That's probably the majority of cases of what you want for requests. You don't want to...
you don't want to have an auto-trash, correct.
The target.
Like, you can see that... So... all the inserters are set to 50 and we'll trash anything over 50. Red circuits, green circuits, red circuits. Same story. We'll request 200 and have 200 at all times. All the yellow belts are auto-trashing. All the crap inserters are trashing. Ore's trashing. And they're just set to 0. So I guess you probably need unlimited because... yeah, you'll probably need unlimited now because you're also having your auto-trash in the exact same spot. Okay.
It makes sense because the auto trashing was always unlimited anyway. So why not make the requests?
Yeah,
they were no longer consistent.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. It's one of those. I need to see it in game and play with it to really make up my mind one way or another. We've got 7, which is I'm requesting 0, and if I have any more than 50, trash it. And then 8 is just trash all this crap. So, yes, no, maybe.
Yeah,
I think I need
this is the part that I like.
I think I need to see it in game. Now we've got colors here as well. So number 2 is all the items are delivered, the default style. So we've requested 50, we have 50, it's done and dusted. Number 3, items are on the way. So we've got 31 chain signals in our inventory. We're waiting on 19. So this one's yellow saying, hey, this stuff's actually in flight on its way to you. Please don't run out of Logi Network and have all the bots have a skis. We've got train tracks then, which is they're not available. So we've got 302 in our inventory and it's red because we're requesting 400, but they don't exist in this Logi Network. Could be
so it's not able to satisfy the request.
Yeah. So it could exist in another Logi network, but just not one you're currently standing on.
So you can immediately visually see that a logistics request is unsatisfied.
Yeah, I'm just trying to read the rest of this. So, yeah, it's. I don't know. We can see, lasers are also red because there's just none in the network. Now, the catch is see, like lasers take, say, 8 seconds to craft? 20 seconds to craft. Whatever, let's go with train tracks. Train tracks take half a second to craft. So they're going to be pumping out fairly quickly. So you might have train tracks keep going red, yellow. The bots would fly to you. It'd probably stay yellow, wouldn't it?
It would stay yellow if they're in flight.
But then something like lasers, especially if you've got a single assembler ticking over slowly that takes... Lasers take 20 seconds, don't they?
10 or 20, yeah.
So you might have that go yellow, have one bot deliver one laser, and it go red again. I think
I'd remember that by now, but no.
Yeah, I'm going with 20. I might be wrong, but I'm going with 20. Either way, somebody in the comments will definitely let us know whether we're wrong. I guarantee it. And at the same time, there's no cheating. There's no opening up Factorio to go look at the crafting for a laser or the wiki to then tell us wrong. You need to do it straight off the top of your memory. I'm looking at you, Mad Zuri. So yeah, it'll be a nice visual feedback. I'm just worried about things changing very quickly from yellow to red and then back to yellow as they're being crafted. And what sort of I guess it wouldn't put any performance degradation on the system because it already knows it's on its way to you. I don't know. So yeah, down here in the Friday Facts, we've said all the way down here because I've read this much. Imagine this is very useful when I come back to the base and let the logistics robots refill my inventory. Just open the logistics tab, see how the yellow slots becoming the default color, easily spot what's missing, which is it means you can, for the case of lasers and train tracks, obviously know you're probably out of steel, would be my guess.
It's always steel.
It's always steel, yeah. This little kind of feature, I not understand how could I play without it yet. How I could play without it. Yeah, it's. I think we've been requesting this sort of feature for a very long time. Along with this feature where you can mouse over items in your logistics and see how many robots are on the way bringing you stuff. Which again is a feature that's been requested. I don't know how many times. I think there's 3 different mods that do this.
Isn't this already in the game as of 15 or 16?
Is it?
Yeah. The on the way, I'm pretty sure that's a picture of the 15 GUI. It's not 16.
How is it not 16? How the hell do you tell?
Because it's so bland.
Okay. Maybe it is already there. I have a feeling it is already there, but there's an actual much more like this with colours and everything mods out there. There's a couple of them. We ran one in 16 in the community map. And I was looking the other day because somebody asked for one for this month's community map. And I think they provided 3 different links for 3 different mods that did something like this.
No, it was 16.
It's 16, okay. So then...
Actually, no, it isn't because the wall... The wall's the new wall.
He's taking it too far. He's taking it too far. Yeah, okay.
I'm pretty sure it was already in the game, though.
It might be in the game. You might be right there. I know it's not easy to find. Because it's in logistics, it doesn't work over roboports. If you hover your mouse over a roboport, I don't think. Whereas one of the mods has that interface, plus it also has a nice GUI on the screen. So yeah, the logistics request system is kind of extreme. We need to show different kinds of information on top of each other. The icon, the slot style, and the requested trash combination type, and hope that it won't look too catered to new players. That's probably the thing that's getting to me. It's the double numbers for some of these requests.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe top left number, bottom right number? For
maybe.
Requests and trash? Because like these items don't physically exist in your inventory. So items in your inventory have the number in the bottom right hand corner. Maybe a request should have an item in the number in the top left hand corner. And then the trash number should be in the bottom right.
Maybe.
I don't know.
We'll see what comes out of it.
So then we have the character tab, which is interesting.
Yes.
Different. It's.
Well, would you look at that? There's an RGB color picker.
There is an RGB color picker because we've had them on trains for a long time and train stations, but never on the player. So then,
you had to use a very obscure console command to actually do RGB picking.
No, it's color and then number, comma, number, comma, number, comma, isn't it?
Something like that. Don't you need a fourth one?
You don't need the fourth one anymore. The fourth one's the alpha, which doesn't apply to the player.
Right. I got rid of it.
Yeah. So yeah, we got
that a while ago.
Yeah, we got the RGB color picker, which is nice because you actually get a preview. Because I know people that are really particular about the color. The way they worked out what it was is they went to a train and they colored a train the way they wanted it, and then they copied the values to then color their character.
Or they spend 15 minutes manually typing in the color.
Yeah. And I have to request, just going to request to Woob at this time, if we're going to have this sort of feature in, can we save our color, please? And just whenever you join a game or start a new game, you automatically that color.
Instead of yellow.
Just asking. Yeah, simple request, especially on a multiplayer server where everybody joins and, you might have 30 people that are mostly the same color. Some people remember the commands. I think some people start as different colors in multiplayer servers after you get... is it second person joins gets a new color, but after the 8th person they start rolling back to the first
Yeah, it
color
rolls
again?
back over
Yeah.
once it runs out of named colours.
Yeah. So, we have the weapons down here. So we've got the weapons with the damage per second, which is nice, although it's negative 769, which tells you exactly how good the shotgun is in 17. Absolutely useless.
Sounds like pretty much every version, really.
Yeah. Oh, the combat shotgun used to be really, really good.
Oh yeah, combat shotgun, but this is a regular shotgun with regular shotgun ammo.
Yeah, the regular shotgun's rubbish. The only thing I'm missing is I don't have the ammo in the bottom right-hand corner of these, so I can't click. Yeah, I can't know that I'm short on maybe one ammo type. And I'm hoping it's just an oversight in the mock-up, because these are just mock-ups. So yeah, that's was my one comment. We have the power armor button over here with a battery indicator. I really want... Same with the battery indicator. I'd like a percentage.
That would be nice.
Even if
battery indicator doesn't really tell you that much.
No, it's a third. It's 33%, 66%, or 100% charged. It's like, just even if it's hidden away in the character tab. Like, don't get me wrong, I'd love it down the bottom right hand corner on the actual battery itself. Just put a percentage written over the top. Even put it sideways. I don't care. But yeah, I'd like to have some sort of percentage indication, because there is a lot of times when you're getting up to that early robot stage and you want to have a power armor that you can continue to build with the limited power that you can get from solar panels. Or even when you get up to a full power armor, you want to have the right amount of fusion reactors to run the roboports, the personal roboports you have on you permanently, indefinitely, without draining your batteries. And there's no easy way of doing that without lots and lots of trial and error. Whereas a simple percentage tab means so much to us.
Yes. Also, or just modding the reactors to give you 3 megawatts.
Yeah.
Then you never have to worry about batteries.
Yeah, that's the other answer. So we have the statistics down here, which is actually really, really interesting. And it probably seems fairly normal for the average playthrough. That you've...
Seem a little low.
Well, I'm going with the average playthrough, as in the person's gone from start to rocket. Nothing else. Probably the distance travelled means they haven't got on trains nearly enough. They've done far too much walking. But the entities built compared to Ghost, I'd call that about right. Because, as soon as you get robots, things just start getting duplicated over and over and over.
I placed it. Oh, I messed it up. Oh, I placed it. Oh, I messed it up.
Yeah. So these are basic leftovers from the character, from what the character might need to access, configure. No, from what the player might need to access or configure. The important things are the weapon slots being here, which solves the problem not being able to... What shift click is going to do. Now, when you have a logistics tab open, shift click moves stuff to the trash slot, and when you have a character tab open, it moves it to the weapons/armor. I think moving it automatically into the armor might be a little bit dangerous, but
potentially. Although shift clicking when you're in inventory, when it comes to ammo, like generally you want something to happen in a hurry, so having to switch tabs may not necessarily be...
Yeah, that's probably a point. Although, in saying that, you probably should, 1, make sure you had enough ammo before you went into combat. 2, you should probably have your ammo on your quick bar, at which point you could just put it into your ammo slots down the bottom right hand corner, because I'm assuming they're staying. Yeah. So, lots of updates. I don't know. I like parts of it. I'm iffy about some parts. I guess the other really important question is, when is it coming?
Yes, that is the most important question, isn't it?
Yeah, because a lot of the GUI was talked about coming in 17. Even they were talking about actually rolling out the GUI updates as 17 continued to roll out. So, I don't know. I guess we wait and see.
Yeah.
Or you dead set go to the forums and watch the forums, because the amount of times the devs pop into the forums and provide extra information that we don't get to, because the devs haven't had a chance to reply yet, because these go out late Friday and then they don't wake up until after these videos are normally recorded. Because it's sleep time in the UK right now. So, I think that's it for this Friday, folks. Yes?
Yeah, other than the convention they went to.
Oh yeah, well sorry, the convention. Yep. They're
There's a convention. There we go.
Yep, there's a convention. They're at X Reds. There is Waybags, Albigado, Clonan,
Avocado.
Avocado, Clonan, Twinson, and Dominic there. Dominic's the sound guy. Go if you see him there, go tell Dominic that we need the artillery sounds that he's already made and showed us in an earlier Friday Fact put into the game, please, because the artillery sounds like shit, and we'd love the newer version. That's my only request. Right,
just a small request.
Yeah, it's a small request. Like all the hard work's done. It's just got to be packaged and shoved in the game. It's a 10-minute job, as all programming jobs are. Like it's 5-10 minutes, nothing. Go. If you're going out there this weekend, go hit them up. They'll have some free pins, and of course, post screenshots because we want to see them, or pictures because we want to see them. But yeah, that's it for this Friday Facts. Yep. So, thank you guys for watching. No, you got nothing? Excellent. That's always the best. So, thank you guys for watching as always, and we will see you next week in Friday Facts 290. Big numbers. Yep. All right. Bye.
Bye.